Hi, today I've made a glute workout just for you, and the great thing about having strong glutes is that you tend to lower any back pain that you might have. Also, it's part of our core, so when you have strong glutes, you're assisting those abdominal muscles to have a strong core. We will start with a stretch, so we're going to release your glutes first, and then we will get into some strengthening exercises. So what I'll get you to do is, and if you do have trouble sitting on your bottom like this, you can always place a cushion underneath the bottom, and that will help give you, some flexibility. We're going to bring this top leg across, and with the other hand I'm going to rotate a little as I pull this thigh up towards my opposite shoulder here, and you're going to hold that for 30 seconds. But if you are super flexible and you have some great mobility through your hips, you can always tuck that top foot over the bottom and you can lean straight into it forward, or I've got my right leg here, so I'm going to reach a little more on the left. Okay, that's really going to intensify the stretch there. So you have a couple options there for yourself. Just hold and breathe through the stretch. Don't push really hard. Just let it gently ease. And as you breathe out, soften those tight spots, I always say. And then we're going to slowly come up and unravel ourselves. Remember what leg's over what as you swap them over. And we'll start with the pulling of the thigh and the rotation. So feel like you pull this top knee to the opposite shoulder, yeah? Okay, so you hold there, or you can go into this one, stretching either straight or on the diagonal. So again, my left leg's on top, so I'm reaching over to the right as I press down, and it feels great. Our glutes definitely get tight if you do sit a lot. So they get tight and weak, so it's good to release them before we get into some of this strength work. Breathe it out. Can you get a little lower? Can you sink a little more as you press through that stretch? Now, the work I'm going to give you is going to involve a band, but you don't have to use a band. You can do all this stuff without a band as well, okay? And not everything will be with a band as well. So I'm going to get you to slowly come out of that stretch, and we're going to grab the band straight away, but again, like I said, you don't have to. And we're going to pop it over our knees. And I want you to try to prop yourself up on your elbow. You can always do anything I'm giving you, well, most of what I'll give you, lying down like this. So if you're just starting out, that's good to do. Otherwise, I want you to prop yourself up on the shoulder. Make sure your heels are in line with the sit bones, so the bony bits of your bottom. And feel lifted underneath here. So remember, I said a lot's going to be working even though you're doing your glutes. Your shoulders stabilizing, you've got your obliques on here, okay? And we're going to go into our clams. So with the clam, most of you know it, a little pinch of the heels at the top as you bring that knee up and down. But the most important thing you've got to know with the clam is to make sure that your hip is not rolling back. So if you do feel like as the knee comes up, the hip wants to go back with it, try to feel like you push the hip forward as you come up. And it's kind of not a bad thing to think about regardless. So even if your hip wasn't moving, still try to push through a little bit. You'll feel your hip flexors activate a little more. Okay, good. And we're going to go 10 more. A lot harder with the band, you got that resistance, but I want you to recheck, are we up? Are our shoulders still stabilizing? Pinch those heels. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to get you to swap sides now from here. We are focusing on one area, so I kind of want to not over fatigue the one side too much. Okay, so check heels, check shoulder, check ribs. Okay, all right, and let's go into 20 clams. 4, 5, 6. You're very chatty today, buddy. 8. You're lucky you might hear him say, "What you doing, buddy? What you doing?" 10 more. Pinch those heels, press that hip forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. So we're going to go back to our first side. Okay, and we're going to stay propped up, but we're going to take both legs out straight. Try to have your elbow directly under your shoulder. Feel a little lifted through here. Lengthen out of your hip and give me some single leg. You always want to feel like you're stretching that bottom leg a little longer than that bottom leg. We're going to do 15 of these. 5, 6. He just said it. What you doing, buddy bird? 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 10, 4, 3. Lift up. 2 and 1. Good. Okay, you can have a short little rest. If you do get fatigued, you can always go down. So as you're doing these exercises, you can lie down and do them on your side. I'm going to prop myself back up and we're going to do some leg circles. When you look down, make sure you're a nice straight line here. Bring the leg up and then just do your circles here. Try to keep your hip as stable as you can. You just said it again, didn't you? And 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to reverse direction. If you need to rest in between. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit of balancing going on there as well. Swap sides. Okay, and this sort of stuff is going to help you hopefully avoid hip replacements. Okay, all right, prop yourself up, stabilize through your side here. 15 single leg reaches. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, keep that lengthening. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh, feel that working. 1, good. Have a short little rest. My shoulder is also starting to get a little tired as well. All right, which is good. It means it's working. All right, let's go into our circles, 10 in each direction. Keep your hip as still as you can. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Are you feeling it? 8. It's harder for me to balance on this side too, so you might have that same problem on one side. Whoops, I've lost that. 3, 2, and 1. Almost lost changing direction. Okay, so we're going to keep the band on our knees here and go into a 4-point kneeling position. Feel free, if you do have your couch available, you could prop your arms up onto your couch like so. Generally, that's for people who might have weak wrists. Otherwise, pull those shoulders away from the ears, pull in the lower abdominals. I want a nice stable pelvis. We're going to feel like we're going to press that heel up to the ceiling and then bring it back in. And then again, good old donkey kicks. I need 12 of these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have you got your abs on? 9. 3 more. Shoulders gently supporting you. Good. Let's swap over to the other side now. Now, a common mistake is people stretch their leg behind. Make sure you're keeping a bent knee as you come up. Notice the weight shift as well and try to minimize the weight shift in that 4-point kneeling position. 4, 3, 2, good, and last one. Now from here, let's just bring our arms forward. Let's give our shoulders a little bit of a relief, a little bit of rest. Creep your fingertips straight ahead and breathe it out. And we're going to end up back in our 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to do some fire hydrants. So the fire hydrant, I'm going to come a little on the diagonal so that you get a good visual. Scooping the tummy, shoulders back away from the ears as well, abs on. And it's a short little press out to the side, okay, in and out. Now, even though that left leg is working, think of, remember, of the right hip. Okay, so you want this muscle gripping as you go out and in. Okay, I don't want to see your weight shifting out to the sides too much. Good, keep going. Two more. So roughly aiming for around about 12. Okay, let's swap sides. Think about that stabilizing hip as you take the other leg out and in. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. So I'm going to get you to sit back onto the mat and we will lie down. And from here, let's place your hands down by your side. Draw your shoulder blades down away from those ears. Okay. So we're going to start with the heels together and kind of roll the feet out so that the toes and heels are touching each other. So it kind of looks like that. Hopefully that's a good visual. Okay, so the knees are starting out a little to the side. Scooping the tummy. Let's lift up. Okay, good. Now if you pinch your heels together at the top, you should feel a little bit more engagement of the glutes. And then we're going to take the pressure off. We're going to lightly tap the mat with our glutes and come back up. Remember, use the abs gently and press out and in, out and in. So it's more up and down, should I say. Do not hold your breath. Give me 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Land it back down. Bring your knees together. The band will go a bit loose here, and your feet out wider than your hips. Okay, so we're like so. We're gonna, your inner thighs are gonna dominate, but it's also a little bit of glute action, the internal rotators here, as you do exactly the same thing as you come up and down. So if you think of our knee kiss exercise, in a way it's mimicking that, but you have a little bit more stability and control with this one. Light taps. Remember, you could also go at your own pace. You don't need to go as fast as me. You could add some holds if you prefer. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Bring your feet about hip width apart for me. Okay, and have your arms reach up to the ceiling, create a fist with your hand. And then from here, As we lift our hips up, you're going to create some energy in the arms as you pull your elbows down to your side and press the back of your shoulders and squeeze the back of your arms while you hold this bridge. Now, at this position, draw in the abs, keep those hips up and press the band out and in 10 reps for me. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this last one, as we bring it down, you're going to bring your arms back up and we're going to go again. Are you ready? All right, so just make sure that band's more near the knees, yeah? All right, let's go. And press down, put that energy into your arms, but let's work the glutes at the same time. 8, 7, try not to drop your hips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and bring the arms up again. Are we ready to go again? Let's go. And press down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms up. Whew. Let's go. And down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and arms up. We've got a last round going. Take a breath in now, breathe out, and breathe in and out as you press out and in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice work. Drop it down. Whew. I'm really starting to feel my glutes work now. You're going to take the band off for this next exercise. This one could be a little more advanced for some, so I'm going to give you a couple versions. So you can go back to what we did before with just the single leg up and down, but with this one you're going to head heel up, toe down. For everyone else, you're actually going to come up onto your knee, bring your hand out to the side, and we're going to lift up through here. Okay, so your shoulder's going to be working, your hips here, the glutes here through this side, and sort of knit the ribs under a little bit there as well. We're going to go 10 reps here where we reach up and down. Okay, 3, 4, 5, feel that, work hard, 6, 7, don't let the hips collapse up the top, 8, 9. Now on this last one, we're going to hold up at the top here, only for this version, guys. Bring your arm to reach up, and you're going to reach forward of the body as you take that leg behind. Okay, from here, keep the stretch out of your arm, and then reach up and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, 12. Now bring that top leg down, keep that arm stretched out to the side, bring your other arm to match, and then just take yourself into a side child pose stretch, breathing it out, and in. And then we're going to come back and then we're going to repeat. Okay, so if you are on the floor, you can have toes up, heel down now, rather than heel up, toe down with your single leg stretch. Otherwise, let's get propped up into this position, okay? And let's go again. 2, 3, 4. You can have your hand here as well, that makes it harder. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold that, take your arm out, stretch the arm forward of the body, take the leg behind, and give me 10 from here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, bring it in, and we're going to swap sides. Okay. All right, so remember, if you're on the floor, you'll be doing just single legs like this, and you can add some heel up, and you can add toe up as well. Okay, so any of those versions, you just want to make sure that your hips are nice and straight. Otherwise, come up onto your knees, find that position with your hand, take your other leg out straight. Knit your ribs under, and hand here if you can. Let's go. Stretch out of that hip with the moving leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold that position. Take your top arm to reach forward of the body. Take the other leg behind and give me 10 little pulses here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that knee under, keep that stretch of the arm. Bring your other arm to match. Side child's pose and breathe. And then we're going to go back into our last round of these. Get into position. Okay, and then leg out, ribs under, hand here. Second round. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold on this 10th one. Arm stretching forward, leg back. And let's go again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Come back into position. So that is what I have planned for next week. Work along that, working the glutes in its varying angles. Just to finish off, give your wrists a little bit of a stretch. Just create a fist, pull that fist under. When you work on your hands and your knees, those wrists are definitely working. And then open the hand up, take it the other way behind, and hold that for a little bit. So whilst we focused on your glutes, those arms, the shoulders, your oblique muscles were working as well. So it's kind of an all-rounder. It's a nice one actually. Good. And then the open hand, pull back as well. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Short and sharp on the glutes, 20 minutes, bit of stretch, bit of everything else as well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.